A nerve-wracking return to the National Assembly for Liberal MNA Greg Kelley, as we heard earlier. Plus, the Liberals take shots at the PQ leader as parties prepare for the next parliamentary session. Joining us now is political analyst Raphael Melançon. And Raphael, it seems the Liberal Party crisis really took a toll on Greg Kelley. Now he's opening up about it. How do you think he's going to navigate returning to the Liberal caucus?
Well, I mean, Maya, it would have been difficult for anybody going through that kind of crisis. It's something unimaginable, of course, in terms of pressure and stress that someone as a human being has to cope with. And it's just, I read the piece in Le Journal de Montréal, the interview that Greg Kelley gave them, and also he talked to you earlier. Of course, it's not about being a man or a woman. It's about being a human being. Anyone has the right to feel burned out by the situation that they're going through, especially such a situation. And as we have seen, as we have talked many times on this segment, politics is harsh on people and human beings. It's harsh on elected officials, of course, but it's also difficult, very hard on the people surrounding elected officials. And in this particular case, Greg Kelley is both at the same time husband and father on one side, and also an elected official. So he was torn apart between his fidelity, his loyalty towards his party and his leader, but also at the same time, of course, his loyalty to his own wife. So it's a very difficult situation to navigate. And I can't wait to see how it turns out when he comes back with the parliamentary session resuming quite soon in Quebec City.
Yeah, exactly. And all the parties are getting prepared, including, of course, the Liberals. They're having a pre-session caucus today, and they're talking about PQ leader Paul Saint-Pierre Plamondon. They're asking him to apologize for comparing Quebecers to slaves. Tell us more about that.
That's during his speech at the end of the PQ convention this weekend. He went way too far, in my point of view, comparing the situation of Quebecers. He mentioned Gandhi and the words of Gandhi about slavery. I mean, he also accused Mark Carney of perpetuating British colonialism in Canada and in Quebec particularly. I mean, this is going way too far. And in the end, let's not forget that you don't build a country on the hatred of another country. You don't build a country on negative messages like that, on a rhetoric that's going way too far. In the end, what Paul Saint-Pierre Plamondon needs to do, and especially in the current circumstances where still 2/3 of Quebecers, despite all his efforts, 2/3 of Quebecers do not want to have a third referendum on sovereignty. Even more than a quarter of people who would be voting for his own party tomorrow morning do not want to hear about sovereignty. So what he needs to do, if he really wants to make the needle move in favor of sovereignty, is to come up with a positive message and a solid project for the future to show Quebecers what's good. People don't vote for based on what happened 250 years ago. People vote for the future.
All right, we'll have to leave it there, Raphael. Thank you for your insights as always. We appreciate it.
My pleasure, Maya. See you next time.